Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. If I sound a little funny today and maybe the next few weeks, few months, it's because I have aligners on. So I decided to go with Smile Direct Club to get my teeth straightened. I used to have braces in high school, and now that I'm 40 years old, my teeth have definitely shifted since then. So I took the plunge. Finally decided to do it this summer, and these are my new aligners. You can't really tell. I'm sure you can see a little bit of something, but I do have a bit of a lisp. I'm supposed to wear these for 22 hours a day. So if you want more information, I'll have a link in the description box. It's just something I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, and if I talk a little funny, yeah, this is why. I'm gonna try and remove them when I'm doing like the actual eyeshadow looks, just because you're gonna be seeing me more up close, but here that I'm at a distance, you know, I'm gonna be wearing them. So I apologize in advance for the little awkwardness in my voice, but this is why. But today is not about my teeth, not about my aligners, it's about the new Juvia's Place Garden of Juvia's collection. So this dropped last week on the Juvia's Place website, and you guys know I had to pick it up because it is a beautiful, colorful palette. Now, this is a pastel palette, and I've mentioned to you guys before that pastels aren't necessarily my favorite. I like a little bit more mid-tone to deeper shades. I don't mind working with pastels, but I need to have those deeper shades in there. That's just for me. That's how I like to work with my shadows. But we're gonna try this out. We're gonna see what kind of looks I can come up with. I will be creating 3 looks with this palette. You guys seem really excited about this. When I posted it in the community section here on YouTube, I almost didn't get it, guys, but you all kind of convinced me. You were asking if I was going to get it so I could create looks, and here it is. Your wish is my command. Also released in this collection were some lip glosses and also a lot of different shades of eyeliners. These are their new liquid eyeliners. Now the palette retail for $25, or it does retail for $25. The eyeliners I thought were a little expensive. They were $15. So I only picked up 2 eyeliners. I got a, let's see, I got a hot pink one, I think. Yeah, hot pink. I'm just gonna swatch this one on the back of my hand. So here is the shade. This shade is called Pink Hibiscus. And then I got a lime green shade. This is called Electric Lime. And there you can see what both shades look like. I'm excited. I'm excited to try them out. Again, I think they had like 10 or 12 different shades in these. So we're gonna go through it, guys. We're gonna see what's good, and I'm gonna be creating 3 looks with the new Garden of Juvia's collection. If it is your first time here on my channel, I'm sorry that I have a lisp. Hopefully I won't have it for too long, but hello and welcome. My name is Steff. I love trying new makeup. That is the main thing you see here on my channel, new makeup reviews and multiple looks with one palette, and I do a lot of foundation reviews, which I have one coming up this weekend, the new Lancome foundation. If that all sounds like something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, because I do upload quite a bit, please do me a favor, click on the subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon so you'll be notified every time I do upload a new video. And if you like what you see, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Everything that I'm using today on and off camera will be linked and listed in the description box of today's video. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. So let's dive on into it, guys. If y'all want to see the new Garden of Juvia's palette and a couple eyeliners in action, keep on watching. Guys, I quickly wanted to show you this. I've already washed my hands with soap. I have a makeup wipe right here, and the eyeliners are pretty much staying put. I mean, not fully put, but yeah, there's definitely some stain power there. So I've already primed my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. I forgot to use the Juvia's one. I'm trying to use, like on my face, I wouldn't say a full face of Juvia's makeup, but I have a good portion of my makeup right now is Juvia's Place, just because we're trying out the new Garden of Juvia's palette. I think this is a beautiful palette. This is definitely for me more of like a spring palette. And if you love pastels, then this might be something you want to check out. I think the price point of $25 is fantastic, by the way. So let's do something. Look at this beautiful marigold shade down here. Perfect name for the shade. Let's start with this one. Let's start with marigold and then we'll go from there. So I'm taking marigold on a Game Beauty E01. Let's focus that in the crease. This color definitely has some pigment to it. That is a nice yellow, like a sunflower yellow. Now I think I'm just gonna do this matte yellow up here. I think this is the only matte shade I'm gonna be using on the top. I want to play with maybe a couple of the shimmer shades up here. I just think this yellow is too good. And there's really not depth in this palette, so I think just having one matte up here might be a good idea. Let's do, gosh, these all look so pretty. So I want to use this one, and then this one, Sunrise or Sunshine, has a really nice reflect to it. And then the purple and yellow might be really pretty together. Let's try Blooming. Let's try Blooming. Let's see what that's gonna do. I'm taking this shade on a damp Morphe M124. And I'm gonna place it in the middle and out here. And then I'm gonna do Daffodil on, the Daffodil? Yeah, on the inner corner. That is beautiful. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up Daffodil, which is that very light yellow at the top corner. I'm gonna spray the brush again. So I pick it up first and then I spray, in case you're wondering. So this is like a pink lavender reflect. This is definitely a yellow green reflect. Add a little bit more of marigold. To blend right here. Okay, now I'm going to use my Rephr 03. Let's do a deeper purple. Let's try this one. This one is called Flower Child. I'm going to spray the brush. I'm going to do that on the lower lash line, on the outer portion. It's a pretty shade. Now I'm going to go into Sunshine. These shimmer shades are nice. Really nice. They pack a punch. I mean, and so is this one matte shade, but I'm going to take a little bit of this matte shade. Same brush. I did clean it off. This one's called Lilac You. I'm going to place that right below. But okay guys, so here's the completed look. Let me add some liner, mascara. I don't know if I'm going to use any of the two liners yet, but let me add those finishing touches and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number one. Okay guys, here's the completed look number one. I added some Alamar Cosmetics and Encanto collection, their eyeliner. This one is, what shade is this? Oh, I think it fell off. Is it? Yeah, it's the purple one. It's the lavender one. The shade name fell off. I think it used to be back here. But anyway, that's the one I have on. I finally got around to trying my Haus Labs eye paint. This is the High Power Pigment Paint. And the shade I have is Citrine Matte. That's what I have in the lower waterline. I just used a little Morphe brush. It's like this angle brush. You guys have seen me use this before. This is the Morphe M217. Just to place it in there, and so far so good. I think it pairs perfectly with that matte marigold shade. Really nice. The mascara I'll be using in today's video is the new one from One Size. This is the Fantasize mascara. You guys saw me try this in a video I did earlier this week where I was trying a bunch of new makeup from Sephora and Ulta. Guys, I've only worn this once, so this is the second time I wear it. For day one, I wore it for about 8 or 9 hours. No flaking, no smudging, no smearing. This is a nice one. I will definitely be picking up the full size. I got the mini size just to try out, but first impression was aces with this new one from One Size Beauty, and here is the completed look. I like the way it turned out. I'm liking the two matte shades that I've used so far. The shimmer shades are outstanding, but we still got 2 more looks to do. So let's move over to the left eye and start working on look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2, let's do something with green. You guys know I love green. I'm gonna pack this on all over the lid and also blend it into the crease. And let's see what that's gonna be like. So I'm gonna take Lucky Clover on a BK203. Now there's really no kick up in the pan as far as the matte shades go. They're pretty smooth. Good pigment. Again, there's not going to really be much depth with this palette, so if you're one of those that, yes, even though it is a pastel palette, you still need a little bit of depth, then you're definitely going to want to bring in some of your other Juvia's palettes that have those shades that you want. But if you are looking to just solely use this palette as is, then go for it, you know? I think it's just going to be a matter of, you know, what your makeup preferences are. If you want some mid-tone shades, if you want some deeper shades, then yeah, you're gonna have to, this will be a companion palette essentially for you. But if you just love a good pastel moment all on its own, so far this has been doing really good. I know a lot of you are excited about it, so happy to try it for you guys. Now I'm taking a Refer 13, still with the same Lucky Clover, and I'm just gonna use that to kind of help me shape this look out here. I always have a harder time shaping the left eye than the right eye. Also with my eyebrows, like the right brow behaves, the left brow does whatever it wants. Okay guys, so I like that shade. It's definitely opaque. It has really good payoff, easy to blend. That's just a beautiful shade. Now let's try playing with some shimmers, because I see 2 shimmers right here that I really want to use. Let me go in with this shade. I'm going to go in with this shade all over the lid, and then I might reserve these 2 for the lower lash line, perhaps this for the inner corner. But let me start first with this one. This one is called Best Buds. Using a damp Morphe M124. Now you could just do that in the center, or you can take it all over like I'm gonna do. I think when it comes to pastels, oh, I feel a little bit of fallout. When it comes to pastels, I think the looks are gonna be really easy, just because it's supposed to be a light look, you know? You're not supposed to have any depth to it, at least if you're just gonna be sticking to what's in the palette. So in essence, you're really not going to be using too many shades, you know? So they're quick, they're easy, just something light and airy fun on the eye. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Money Tree on a damp Refer 03, and we're going to start doing that on the outer portion of the lower lash line. Now I'm going in with Flower Petals, same brush. This is more of a smoother shimmer shade, and these last 2 were more of textured shimmer shades. A shade like this with the smooth texture is perfect for that inner corner. Look at that payoff. Ooh. Now with the same Refer 03, just the way I did over here on the right eye, I'm adding a little bit of Lucky Clover, the matte shade. And I think the other Haus Labs eye paint would go perfect with this. I'm so glad I'm getting to use them. And I need to use the green eyeliner from Juvia's. So let me go ahead, take care of those finishing touches, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 2. Okay guys, here's the completed look number 2. I used the green eyeliner from Juvia's. This is new for the Nubian Earth, or what is it? Not Nubian Earth, the Garden of Juvia's collection. I don't know how I feel about it. I haven't made up my mind yet. I don't know. I think for $15, I might recommend something else to you guys. But I was able to use the other Haus Labs eye paint that I picked up. I'm so happy about that. This one is in the shade Mint Matte, and that's what I have on the lower waterline. This is perfect. I think I probably should have used this on the top lash line, but because I want to try out the eyeliners for you guys, that's why I went this route, which I don't think it looks bad, you know, but I think I would have preferred this one on the lash line. Same mascara. these are the first two looks. I have one more to go, so let me go ahead. I think I'm gonna wipe off this one, and I'll come back and we'll start creating this third and final look with the Garden of Juvia's palette. Okay guys, let's start working on look number 3. So I haven't used this pink. I haven't used this like bone color shade, which I guess I'll just use it as like a brow bone highlight. I haven't used this shade either. As far as the shimmer shades, I haven't used Blossom or Purple Orchid. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a combination of Penny and Oh Honey on the lid, and then I will probably, or not on the lid, but like in the crease and stuff, and I'll probably put Blossom on the lid, and maybe we can do Purple Orchid on the lower lash line. We'll see how that plays out. Actually, let me start with Gardenia. That'll be the brow bone highlight, and then I'm going to go in with Penny and then Oh Honey. So I'm taking Gardenia on a BK206. Just going to be placing it right up here. Bring it down here as well. For some of you, you might like this shade as an inner corner highlight. I think that would be pretty as well, just something matte. Now I'm taking Penny on a BK A502. This is a nice pink. Perfect. Perfect for a pastel palette. Now with the same brush, I'm going to pick up Oh Honey. Focus that in here and also on the lower portion of the crease. Okay, so that is a nice blend between those two matte shades. Perfect. Now I'm going to go in with Blossom and I'm going to apply that to the lid using a damp Morphe M124. It's a beautiful light pink shimmer. All right, now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna try, I don't know that I want Purple Orchid down there. There it is swatched. Don't know, that might be the only shade that I don't get to use. I kind of want to bring down Oh Honey. Let me see, let me do Oh Honey first. Using a Rephr 03. For the inner corner, I think I'm going to add Bloomy. Damp Rephr 03. I'm going to add a little bit of Penny, the matte pink, right down here below Oh Honey. Kind of just mimic what I did on the top. Okay guys, let me add the finishing touches. Woo. And I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 3. All right guys, here's the completed third and final look with Garden of Juvia's. So I went in with a pink liquid eyeliner. I even used it in the waterline, no problems. I will say though, at least for the top lash line, you're going to want to leave your eye closed for at least a minute. I was getting some transfer to the lid, so I had to take the little spoolie of one of my eyebrow pencils and then just add some more shimmer to it. So just be careful with that, but look at how well it's staying in the waterline, and look at the back of my hand. I've been wiping the back of my hand and it's still on from that swatch I did earlier. And that's it. That's all I added was that one eyeliner and then touched up the mascara. Okay guys, so let me go ahead and wrap up today's video and share with you guys my final thoughts. Okay guys, so 3 looks later, I have used all but one shade in the Garden of Juvia's palette. This is the only shade I didn't get to use, but of course I swatched everything for you guys. This is a nice pastel palette for 25 bucks. Yeah. I think this is a really great deal on it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles, except I think that one had some deeper shades in it. This one is definitely more pastel. You're not going to get any depth, but it's a pastel palette. So if you need to bring in some deeper shades, maybe from your other Juvia's palettes or just single shadows that you have, then you're most definitely going to want to do that. Personally, for me, I like depth. I like a variation in tone. I don't always gravitate to palettes like this, and that's why I almost didn't buy it. But you guys seem really anxious to see it, excited about it, so I wanted to try it out for you guys. I guess maybe because I'm really fair skinned, I feel like I need a little bit of depth, a little bit more deepness to my looks. But then you guys have told me before, not every look has to be that way. And, you know, it's also, you also mentioned to me, I'm just not used to seeing myself with just, you know, a really sheer wash of color, you know? So that's what it is. I just need to get used to it. For some of you, I mean, you're going to think this is great right out of the box. You're not going to need to or feel the need to bring in any other shades. And that's great. I likely will use this as a standalone palette in the future just because I don't always reach for other palettes or other single shades when I'm creating a look. I like to just stick to what's in the palette. But again, if you feel like you need that depth and deepness, then obviously you're going to want to pull in some other shadows. Performance-wise, fantastic. I think this has to be one of the best pastel palettes that I've tried. And pastel palettes have definitely been making the rounds this year. Pastel, one of the biggest trends of 2022. We see it continuing on into summer and into fall. I hope that this goes to Ulta pretty soon because, you know, I want you guys to enjoy these spring shades while the sun is out, while it's beautiful. I know some of you, once fall and winter come around, you don't always reach for these shadows. I get it. For me, you know, where I live, my climate, like it's sunshine 24/7. So I don't reserve any particular shade for any time of year. I use all shades all year round. As far as the eyeliners go, I think they're a little pricey, you know, for 15 bucks. They're not my favorite. I definitely have some other eyeliners that I want to recommend to you guys. I like working with a pen, or I like working with that Morphe angled brush, which is this one right here that I showed you guys earlier. This is the M217. For me, it's just easier to create a line or a wing with either a pen or this style of brush. So I would recommend saving your $15, maybe not buying those. I like the Lethal Cosmetics cream gel liners. I like the bPerfect gel liners, and those are about the same price. They do an outstanding job in the waterline. You can also use them, you know, even to pack on the lid and put a shadow over it. There's just so many ways that you can use them. If you still don't want to go the cream route, then consider water-activated liners. Water-activated liners, I think, are also having a bit of a moment right now. This is the SUVA Beauty. This is the UV Brights palette. So this does glow in the dark, but you need a black light with it. But this is really good. All you have to do is just spray your brush or spray in the pan, whatever's easier for you, with some water, and then get your little brush, for example, this one, swirl it in there and then start applying to the eye. Just don't oversaturate. This is the one from Beauty Bay, the by Beauty Bay brand. This one was part of their Technidaze collection. This one did a good job. And then also from Beauty Bay that I picked up are the Glisten split liners. This one is cute because you can get two contrasting shades in this little component. So this one is called Grapevine, and these are only like $5, I think. They're super inexpensive and you get two different shades. So I'll have those options linked in the description box of today's video. I also thought that the eye paints from Haus did a fantastic job. I've been waiting so long to try these out, and I'm so glad that I was able to. They sat fine in the waterline. I still have this one on over here. I will have everything linked in the description box along with the shades that I used in today's video. And with that, we wrap up today's video. I'm gonna give the Garden of Juvia's eyeshadow palette 2 thumbs up. Performance, quality, it's definitely there, and such a good price point at $25. If you're wanting to try a new pastel palette, maybe you just been on the fence, you didn't know where to go, look to this one. I don't think you're going to be disappointed at all. But now I want to hear from you guys. Which look did you like best? 1, 2, 3, none. Hopefully not. Leave it all in the comments down below and let me know if you picked up this collection, and I'll let you guys know whenever I see it pop up at Ulta. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.